Hello, and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. And this reading focuses on the 28th and the 29th of April. As always, please only take the messages that are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else, okay? So your first message that's coming out is highly motivated. So this indicates that, wow, an all in. Okay, so yeah, they're doubling down on that message basically. Someone is full of ideas, enthusiasm, full of energy. They're really wanting to get started on something that is really important to them. It's very close to their heart. I don't know if this is starting a relationship with someone that they've always wanted to be in a relationship with, or if this is them starting a new project or an idea or something like that, okay? It's basically showing me this energy of someone who is completely and utterly ready to 100% invest themselves into something. And then you've got ruined plans here. So it's possible that someone might have to change up their plans at the last minute, or maybe this is a fear. This could be someone's concern that, okay, I'm highly motivated to get this thing done, to get this thing started, but I don't know how to cope or how to respond. Should I need to change my plans? So that implies that something's already happened here that has given someone cause for second thoughts. Well, not second thoughts, because they're really wanting to do this thing. It's more a suspicion. So, someone's suspicious that their plans might get ruined. Okay, so that means that there has been indicators of a situation or someone else trying to ruin a person's plans here. You got begging and pleading. I don't know what that's about. We'll have to find out with the tarot. It could also be that someone's afraid of making plans even though they are highly motivated. Safe and comfortable and thirst for knowledge. Okay. So there are very good indicators here, actually, for whoever this is that's making plans and they're completely invested in doing this thing that is incredibly important to them. Their worries and concerns about having their plans being ruined. It's begging and pleading. It's kind of like someone's praying so hard. Please don't let my plans be ruined this time. Please don't let anyone sabotage my shit again. Please just let me get this done. Just let me do this thing. Okay, that's how these two feel here. So again, I don't know if someone's praying or almost begging the universe. It could be, please just keep me protected. Just don't allow anyone else to interfere with what this is that I'm doing. I'm highly motivated to do this. I'm 100% invested. I'm all in. Indications here that whatever this is that someone's trying to do and that they're highly motivated towards is actually for a very good cause here as well. Certainly with the thirst for knowledge, someone wants to learn more and more. There's this really strong vibe of this entire thing being about self-improvement. Someone's trying self-improvement. They're trying to make a much better life for themselves, for their family, for their community, whatever the cause might be, right? Someone's clearly trying to make life better. They're 100% invested, motivated, and all in. They've already had someone else here that's tried to sabotage their plans here and is now begging the universe for reassurance. I don't like to use the word begging, but, you know, begging the universe for safety, security, protection, reassurance. Show me a sign that I'm doing the right thing, that I'm at least on the right path, right? Because there is this, it could be the upset caused at potentially having plans ruined that has made someone suspicious. Well, okay, maybe because there's so much interference here with what I'm trying to do, maybe that's a sign itself. Maybe that's a sign that I'm doing the wrong thing. Maybe it's a sign that I veered off my path, right? When shit goes wrong, and in life, shit goes wrong fairly constantly, that's almost like, I want to say it's the ego's way of protecting itself. Do you know what I mean? When someone tries to tell themselves, well, maybe it's going wrong because it's not supposed to work out at all. Okay, that's coming from the ego. That's not coming from the universe, from your higher self. It's coming from the ego direct. So again, with thirst for knowledge, they're saying, look, be mindful of what it is that your ego's trying to tell you and what it is that your higher self is trying to tell you, or the universe, whichever name you prefer to use, okay? So let's take a deeper dive into this reading with the tarot, and we'll see what else we can learn about this. Was this highly motivated and all in for our collective, please? Highly motivated and all in. It's really hard sometimes to describe the energy that goes on within general readings. Because you have to explain, even if it's just like 100 people who are watching, that's 100 people with 100 different life experiences, and you're trying to explain the strongest current overall energy. Do you know what I mean? It can be really, really hard. Temperance. So this is balance, patience, motivation. There's a message here that someone is needing to slow down, okay? It might be wise for, if this is you, it might be wise for you to test the waters before you completely invest yourself, okay? The same with this one. Start off on small scale, and then you can grow it later on to a bigger scale, okay? So again, I don't know what the specifics of that is, right? But you see with that beautiful garden there, that's taken a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of patience. Maybe use that as a metaphor, okay? Use that as a metaphor for whatever this is actually about. Okay, if you're growing a garden, you're not going to be able to do it all at once. You have to do it little bit by little bit, section by section. It's going to take a few seasons for it to grow. So test the waters, start off on small scale, and then after some time, you're going to be able to expand on it. Okay, so test the waters. What else for this highly motivated and all in for our collective, please? There's that mature tree as well, which is a message about being grounded, being rooted in what you know is the right thing to do. It can indicate ancient knowledge and wisdom. Okay, you've got the Fool that's come out in reverse. The Fool in reverse can be naivety. So someone's being naive, or someone is dealing with a person who's naive. You've also got the Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Okay. Five of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. And there's another tree, only this tree here has been pretty much decimated. It's ruined. It's a dead tree. Okay. It's another powerful metaphor there. Someone's gone from this glorious, beautiful, strong tree to this dead one. And the energy of the Five of Cups is always about loss. It's about loss. And then there's a message here, possibly to do with money. Someone's losing out because of money. They're losing out to someone who's greedy. Losing out to someone who has more money. And they don't have good intent. I need to clarify this naivety message. So I'm just going to use a different deck for that one. What's this message about naive? What's this message about naive? Thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. I feel here someone is potentially going up against you here. Okay, like there's no denying that. Someone is going up against you. They are being naive by thinking that they can throw money at the situation or the problem and it's just going to be resolved. Now, granted, most of the time, that can work, right? You see it happening constantly, right? Those with too much money, they tend to just chuck money at the problem and whoa, there it is, problem resolved, right? For those sorts of people, it works. It feels to me like this is just a regular ass person here who's going up against you. And they don't actually have as much as what they think they do. Okay, they don't have as much money as what they think they do. They don't have as much resources, time, knowledge. Okay, you name it. They don't have as much resources as what they think they do. They're taking this naive approach here where they're potentially trying to bully you out of something here just by assuming that they can chuck money at it, and that's going to solve their problems. That's going to be an assured win for them here. It's really naive because this Queen of Pentacles energy, again, is much like that tree there. Very strong, very firm, is very protected individual. They are themselves a natural protector, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 black cats in this card. That's a lot of protection. This is someone who cares for the environment, who cares for the earth, who cares for animals here, someone who has quite possibly got a lot of animals around them, or is perhaps wanting to rescue and rehabilitate animals, something like that. There's a message here about earth, trees, land, living things. And then there's a message here definitely about destruction of said land, destruction of trees, destruction of nature. Because bear in mind, your first card out there was the Temperance, and I says, look at that beautiful garden, right? So, again, this could be a metaphor or this could be literal. I feel that you're being heavily protected. And I don't think actually that in this situation, I don't think money is going to win. I genuinely don't. I'm certain that the one who has got the best intentions is the one who's going to come out on top. I'm certain of that. And that's where this other individual is being incredibly, incredibly naive. They also haven't thought about, Queen of Pentacles, how much work it's going to take to achieve whatever this is that they're trying to achieve. They haven't thought that far ahead. There's incredibly short-sighted thinking here that's going on with the Fool in reverse. They're being incredibly foolish and naive. I'm also seeing that whoever this is, they don't know who it is that they're going up against here. Okay, because like I said, that Queen of Pentacles is very much like that firmly rooted tree. Very much so. Very wise. Almost sage-like in their wisdom. That's why they're the Queen of Pentacles. Was this Five of Cups? Was this Five of Cups? Thank you. That one's come out off center, whatever it is. The Two of Cups. Okay. The Two of Cups. So that's a disagreement. It's the end of a partnership or a partnership that's on the rocks. It's a partnership that is not either healthy or stable. So someone is going to try and go into partnership with another individual, and it's not going to work out. So that implies that they're trying to recruit others to go up against you. But the others that they're trying to recruit are not interested. They're not interested in partaking in this foolishness. It's definitely foolishness. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. To clarify the Four of Pentacles, there's a potential financial bribery that's coming in. So don't be too surprised if this individual tries to bribe you with money. Let me do what I want and I'm going to give you X, Y, Z amount. They're saying that your vibe, your reaction is going to be, do you know what? It doesn't matter how much they try and offer me. It's never going to be enough. I'm not for sale. This isn't for sale. Whatever this is that you're trying to protect, you're literally telling someone, I'm not for sale. My business is not for sale. Or my home is not for sale. So this individual has already threatened to ruin your plans. And with you being in this Queen of Pentacles energy, doesn't make a difference if you're a man or a woman. With you being in this Queen of Pentacles energy, you're ruining their plans. And I very much suspect that when you refuse this offer, because I do see you refusing any and all offers that this person gives you, they're then going to start begging and pleading you. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. You're turning the tables round on this individual. So now they're going to know how it feels. That helplessness that they had you feeling, now they're going to know exactly how that feels. What's this ruined plans? What's this ruined plans? Oh, that was really subtle. 7 of Cups. I told you were protected, didn't I? Look at that wee angel in the corner. The angel with the trumpet as well, the messenger, an angelic messenger. So when you were, shall I say, conversing with the universe, through your prayers, through your affirmations, through your intent that you were putting out into the universe, it was heard. It was definitely heard. Whether you believe in that or not, it doesn't really make a difference what your belief is. It was heard. It was heard, for certain. They are going to have to go elsewhere. And with this 7 of Cups, it's like Spirit's telling them, you could go anywhere you want. Why here? Why now? Leave our person alone. They're under our protection. So this individual, I do see them backing off and leaving you alone eventually. Because what's going on here actually is Spirit is offering them a better alternative. So that they will get off of your back. They're being offered a better alternative. This is begging and pleading, please. This is begging and pleading. Thank you. I think that one's reversed. It is. The Empress reversed. Wow. Okay. If that was to describe the characteristics of an individual, it would be describing a person who is a taker, someone who is consistently lazy, greedy. An Empress reversed is someone who often and successfully benefits off of the hard work of other people. It's someone who doesn't know what a day of hard work actually is. It's someone who's had a very sheltered, spoilt life, which gives them these entitlement issues. It's someone who doesn't give a shit who they have to stab in the back or throw under the metaphorical bus, or whose toes they have to stand on to get to where they want to go. It's someone who is a social climber. It's someone who literally is a user. An absolute user. It's someone who wants what other people have just because they can. Not because they actually want it, but because they can then say that they have it, right? An Empress in the reverse position, that oftentimes can be a home wrecker, man or women, gender doesn't matter. In the upright position is a homemaker. Reversed is a home wrecker. You can tell us more about this Empress reversed for the begging and pleading. The Emperor. Spooky. The counterpart to the Empress. And this one's in the upright position. Okay. So, someone's jealousy is absolutely getting the better of them. And there's this Emperor energy that is what looks to me as making a plan. So it could be a man or someone who's just got a lot of masculine energy to them, who's making a plan. There's loyalty and devotion here with that Alsatian. And then there's also a black cat on his lap. So I feel here that, strangely enough, this Emperor in this context could well be the counterpart to that Queen of Pentacles energy. This Emperor is someone who is defending this Queen of Earth, this Queen of Pentacles, from an Empress reversed. That Alsatian is a fierce defender, a fierce protector. And he does have all of his armor on. He's ready to go. He's ready to go at short notice to stand in front of his Queen of Pentacles. This Empress reversed character is going to be begging and pleading whoever this Emperor is for some sort of mercy of some type. Now this Emperor, this could also be a metaphor for the law. So again, take it as it resonates. Either you are this Emperor, or you know who this Emperor is because you're the Queen of Pentacles here. Take it as it resonates. But this could also be a metaphor for the law and those who work for like protective services, lawyers, solicitors, anything like that. This Emperor is most certainly going to give this Empress reversed a very hard time. They are not going to make it easy for this person. Not at all. I very much suspect here, collective, that you're safe, protected, and you can afford to allow yourself to get comfortable with the plans that you have, the plans that you have set in motion. You can afford to get comfortable with that. This is safe and comfortable. For our collective, please. This is safe and comfortable. Oh, did you see that? Oh, shit me, it's the devil. No real surprise there, is it? The devil. It's under there, the King of Cups. See with that lighthouse, there's a message there about foresight. Someone here is incredibly intuitive. They have a lot of foresight. They can see danger long before it's arrived. we've got an energy here of someone, even though their emotions are quite, I want to say their emotions are turned up at the moment. They're not erratic emotions, but they're certainly not settled emotions either, because look at their waves. Okay, there is emotional disruption here, but someone has got incredible emotional control, because they're like, do you know what, as soon as I clock any signs of danger coming, I'm going to sound those alarm bells and I'm going to respond to it calmly, right? So even when their emotions are tuned up a notch, they're still trying to be as happy and as sociable as possible. It's like someone here absolutely refuses to allow this incident or this situation turn them into a cold and jaded individual. What's that, devil? Safe and comfortable. The Seven of Cups off center. It's interesting. The Seven of Cups off center. It's like this greedy person, this greedy, selfish person that's trying to ruin plans here. I know exactly how that's going to play out for them. And I will tell you. They're getting tempted away from you and from your plans, which is absolutely fantastic news for you. Because that's sneaky. Because they're being offered something that's better. So they're trying to take from you, trying to take from whatever it is that you have. Spirit's offering this greedy person something that's better, but it's not actually better in the long run. It's a distraction. I said, oh, that's sneaky, because this person's punishment is they lose to you. They lose interest in whatever this is that they're trying to take from you. They lose interest in that because they've got a new desire, right? And on the surface, what's being offered to them in place of what it is that you have that they're trying to take, it's a trick. It's a trap, but they don't know that it's a trap. And they're not going to know that that's a trap until much later on down the line. So you know when you've probably said at some point, why is it that shitty, nasty, greedy rich people always get what they want out of life and more? Why do they always end up with these fantastic lives? And they've gotten there because they've shit on absolutely everybody to get to the top. They never seem to get any sort of punishment, yada, 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 right? It's not actually true. And certainly in this scenario, it's definitely not true. Because their greedy nature is actually going to be their undoing. And they can't see it. They can't see it. It's like the universe is leading this person away from you by going, hey, have you seen this over here? That's much better. Come and have a look at this. And this Empress reverse is like, ooh, yeah, I'll have that instead. Right? gleefully off they go. And then a couple of months down the line, when they're in too deep, when they're not going to be able to break free with that devil in the upright position, it's going to be too late. It's a disaster waiting to happen with that Seven of Cups off center. They got too greedy. And that's going to be their undoing. Yeah, at the bottom of that deck is the Ten of Cups in the upright position. Exactly. Talk about safe and comfortable. You're protected. Your family's protected. This is the pinnacle of happiness here. And what a beautiful, beautiful scene that is as well. Okay. What is it our collective needs to focus on at this point, please? Specificity. The universe can only give you what you ask for. Narrow it down. Be as specific as feels good. Yeah. So focus on being specific. When you're trying to create anything, when you're trying to manifest anything, they're saying for you to focus on what it is that you do want, rather than being focused on what it is that you don't want, which would be focused on your fears. Okay? The universe can only give you what it is that you ask for. What else? Let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. So there's something here that you're needing to surrender and release that you no longer need. So that could be old ways of thinking that do not serve you. Okay? This could be certain contacts, certain friends that you have that, you know, are quite possibly not the most trustworthy friends, frenemies, right? Anything that you feel is just cluttering up your life that you no longer need, could be mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical, then it's time to get rid. Okay? Time to let the leaves go. And at the bottom of the deck, be an animal. Okay, I share my world with animals, which have all kinds of strengths. Yeah, I was definitely picking up that energy in the Queen of Pentacles card. And they were saying she's not the Queen of Pentacles, she's the Queen of Earth. Again, doesn't make a difference if you're a man or a woman, okay? You're of the earth, a natural protector of the earth and of the animals that are on it. Your cause is being listened to, your cause is definitely being supported. You will share your world with even more animals. Okay? Right, so let's conclude this reading with an emergency affirmation. Now this deck, it is one of the sarcastic decks, okay? So just take this next message with the good humour that it's intended to be, okay? Right. Accept change for what it is, insanely stressful and stupid. Ouch. Yeah. Change can be really stressful. But you know what? Is one of the guarantees in life, right? So we all may as well start getting used to change, because it's pretty much what is assured. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. Please remember to like the video and maybe even consider subscribing to my channel as well if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. My website for personal readings is phoenixkeiatarot.com, and below here in my pinned comment and description box you're going to find information for my Patreon page, my links to my other channels, links for personal readings, and basically anything that you need. Okay, it's all going to be down there in my description box. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.